You're listening to War. We are America Radio.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
I'm going to step off the limb now.
So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
People will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You are men.
Obviously, it would be a very serious matter for the United States if any country were to attempt to funnel funds to one of our political parties for any reason whatever.
Regularly takes in money from foreign sources. That's a threat to our democracy.
Also potentially troublesome development for Hillary Clinton.
Clinton Foundation accepted millions of dollars from 7 foreign governments when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State.
Saying that foreign nations have donated to the Clinton Foundation. Algeria was lobbying the U.S. at the time.
I read the news today. Oh boy, taking donations from foreign countries, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Oman. John, what in God's name are the Clintons doing?
Encountering some new ethical concerns tonight.
Taking money again from foreign governments.
I think many people were shocked.
The appearances are awkward at best.
This is a potentially catastrophic move for Hillary Clinton.
Millions of dollars from foreign governments. This isn't just the appearance of a conflict of interest. It's a real conflict of interest.
That's not how our democracy operates.
You always told the truth.
I've always tried to. We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video.
The next day, within 24 hours, you had a conversation with the Egyptian Prime Minister. You told him this: we know the attack in Libya had nothing to do with the film. It was a planned attack, not a protest.
She lied to me. She told me it was the fault of the video.
And to think that she has a shot at being our president, crooked Hillary Clinton. We can't let it happen. If I win, believe me, make America great again, and it's going to be greater than ever before. We have a chance to be greater than ever before.
Tell all the other curs the law's coming. You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
The United States.
This is America, Jack. We're Americans!
This is the power of suggestion.
The ultimate gala spectacle. You want to hear the truth? Yeah, I want to hear the truth. The truth is,
its cruel symptoms can strike anyone.
That's all I'm going to say at this time.
What creates an extraordinary life is an extraordinary mindset.
Now that I got your attention,
listen to this.
Let's go!
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. Control is good. 5, rocket copy. 3, 2, 1.
The Wayne Dupree Program.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, here on the Right Time Broadcasting Network.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. LIVE, live. You can basically say this is your home for the Trump campaign. No, I'm kidding. I mean, you can say that. You can say that because we all are supporting and defending Donald Trump. But the home of the Trump campaign is in New York. We're just the extension of that. But I'm glad to have everybody here tonight, here on the Spreaker Network and on the War Radio Network and on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. I want to thank those that are in the control room, Mr. J and his band of producers. And I have some top-notch hosts that are going to be with me tonight. Let's start off on the West Coast with the lovely lady from California, Miss Cambry Nelson. What's up?
Hey, glad to be on tonight. I think a lot of people are really excited about hearing what Scott Baio has to say. Yeah. And for all of you that are making the Cav uniform joke, we'll talk about that later in the program. I see some people in the Spreaker chat room are talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers uniform joke thing. A little meme went out with my name on it. We're going to be taking your phone calls, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be taking your phone calls tonight, 202-470-6738, 202-470-6738. Our special guest tonight is Scott Baio. And we have a little Scott Baio here on the Wayne Dupree Show. He's a millennial. Well, actually, yeah. Well, I ain't even going to make a crack about him. Mr. Cole McNeely. What's up, Cole?
I'm shocked I'm a little Scott Baio. What is that? How big is this guy?
He's tall.
Is he tall?
Yeah, he's tall.
Oh, is he tall? All right. Well,
yeah.
He must be. Okay. Happy to be here, Wayne.
I'm so happy.
Always great to be with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the godfather of war radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Hey, good evening, Wayne. Good evening, everyone. And a special shout out to the RSBN chat room moderator. Heck of a job you're doing in there.
That's right.
Chat's just going by a mile an hour.
I don't even know if they'll be able to watch all that, really. But you know what? We have some things that we do want to talk about tonight, but we do want to answer some of your phone calls. So remember, when you do call, keep your comments short and keep them sweet so that we can get to as many phone calls as we can tonight before our guest comes on. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey.
All right. Let's see. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, guess what?
0 for 2.
0 for 2.
Keep coming
okay,
in.
let's try it again. Carla, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Corinne, and I'm calling from Dallas.
Hi, Corinne. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm fine. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, I just first of all wanted to say that I'm listening from the Right Side Broadcasting, and I want to give them a huge shout out and thanks for covering all the campaign rallies across America like they've done, and a lot of other great stories, and all the extra people that they're now adding on, and especially for covering the GOP National Convention. I was a delegate to our state convention, and that was an expense in itself as well. But I wish I could have gone to national, but that just was not a possibility. So. But we're really pulling for Trump here in Texas and waiting for him to, take Hillary out. But also, I just wanted to let all your listeners know that they may not be aware. I'll try to post something maybe on your Facebook page, but there's something that's called the Strong Cities Network. And I just found it kind of intriguing because with the FBI director doing what he has now done, as the top police force agency in our country, and Loretta Lynch from the Department of Justice issued a press release, I think it was back in September, on the Strong Cities Network, because it is calling for a global police force to remove your local police officers that, they're held liable to you in your city. So that's something a lot of Americans need to start looking into because this is really serious. And I've been following all of these violent acts that have been occurring And right now it's just a hunch that I sort of have as I'm looking at this, but every city that has signed on to the Strong Cities Network,
Right.
they want what's called social cohesion, which is forcing everybody into all these people groups when a lot of people may not quite be ready from that, either from a faith perspective or a cultural perspective. But it's been Paris, it has been Turkey, it has been all these places that you're seeing now that have been having all these attacks.
Right.
Or,
Corinne.
even like Florida.
Corinne, thank you for your call, Corinne. And she's right. What this is, in my opinion, is an expansion of government to a realm that it should not be in. This is another place where government says, hey, we can step in and solve a problem with more government. We can step in and solve a problem by probably creating more problems in the process. This is what governments do. And I believe, I know what she's referencing. I believe the Strong Cities thing, that had to do with the UN as well. So I'm very skeptical of anything that comes out of that place. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Yeah, Larry?
What's your name, caller?
Larry.
Larry, what you want to talk about?
They got cold feet tonight.
Yeah, it's Larry.
Larry, what's up? What do you want to talk about, buddy?
We have a problem with Larry's phone call, so we will go to the next caller. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
You still there?
Hello, caller. Okay, this is live radio. This is live radio. This is what happens. If you call, make sure your ear is next to the phone receiver, okay? Make sure that you are able to hear when we call on you, okay? We're trying to get as many calls as we can get before Scott calls in tonight so that we can talk to him, okay? But remember, keep your comments short, because we do have a lot of people calling and we do want to get to everybody. Those on the Right Side Broadcasting Network and those that are listening on the Spreaker Network, we're so happy to have you with us tonight. You don't know how much we're happy to have you on right now. But we have another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Ana Santiago, and I'm calling from Puerto Rico, and I'm watching your show. I just wanted to let you know that's it. I'm a Trump follower, and I love him, and I love Wayne Dupree, and he's great.
Oh, look.
That's all. That's really all.
No. Wait. No, don't you go nowhere, dear. Don't you go nowhere.
I have him on there, so it's really loud, so I'm trying to make sure that I can hear you.
But, dear, look, I am sending you a hug from where I am right now. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate your support for Donald Trump. And with you, we're going to win in November. You know that.
I'm in Twitter. I just tweeted the show on Twitter and on Facebook.
Well, thank you, dear.
And if anybody ever checks me out, they'll see that all I do is put stuff about Donald Trump, the great things he's doing, and of course the hateful other one that I can't stand, that wants to be president. That I throw everything I can about her in Twitter also. So, and my husband does the same thing. So we're big fans and fighters for what's right and to make America great again.
Thank you, Emma. I really appreciate it. Emma from Puerto Rico. I like that. You have a good night now.
Yeah. Well, I used to be in New Jersey. Now I've been living here about 9 years.
Okay. Well,
God bless you.
Call in anytime. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Good night, evening, and I hope you get a lot of followers.
Thank you, dear.
And God bless you.
God bless you too. That's what I'm talking about. RSBN and Spreaker and people on the War Radio. We have had people from all over the globe. Actually, we've had people from Ghana, Africa. Now we're at Puerto Rico, and we have people from England. We have people. One of them was from Korea, Osan. No, was from a military base somewhere.
Germany.
Okay. Germany. Okay, yeah, from Germany. We have them calling everywhere. But if there's one thing that we don't mind you calling in. We don't mind you talking, and we don't mind listening to you because we want to give you a voice. Because many of you are living and pushing Donald Trump for the presidency of for the president of the United States, but you still have something to say, and that's, we're happy to give you that platform. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Phil from Colorado.
How you doing, Phil? What you want to talk about real quick?
I'm doing really well. I just want to tell everybody to relax. Trump has this. It'll be a Trump landslide. I've said it for over a year now. He will do better than Obama did in 2012. He'll garner almost 350 electoral votes. It's a done deal. It's over.
Hey, I agree with you. I mean, you're calling from Colorado. Thank you so much for calling in. Guys, we are seeing that we are having a lot of these, states that we typically Republicans aren't able to win. I mean, Donald Trump is playing these states, and they're blue-collar states, and he's smart. I think we're going to see a lot of these states start flipping come November. This isn't going to be as easy as Hillary Clinton says that it's, or thinking that it's going to be. But Donald Trump's going to make a play. I think he's going to sweep some of these states that they typically didn't think the Republican Party could ever win.
I agree with you. And I agree with you, but I don't want anybody to let their guard down.
Right.
We still have to deal with the crooked Hillary Clinton machine and the voter fraud and everything else. We have to make sure that we win this so decisively that Donald Trump is able to come in, and I would suggest what he does is replaces the top 5% of every single agency in the federal government.
Right.
He should fire every single agency head and the 5% below that head. We have to start over. And the only way you can do something like that is with a mandate. But I'll say, I live in the middle of the city of Pittsburgh, a Democrat-controlled Tammany Hall from way back, and I've had a Trump sign in my front yard for 3 weeks, and nobody's stolen it yet. That is a good sign.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
We have a caller. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from, and what do you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm from Pennsylvania, and the name's Patricia, and I wanted to see what you folks thought about Speaker Ryan and his little dig on Donald Trump about the Jewish Star or Star of David. He jumped all over him just as bad as Hillary Clinton did. I wanted to see what you folks thought about that.
Hey, Patricia, thanks for the call. You know what? I saw that too, and, I know my feelings when I saw him say that, but then Paul Ryan came out and called out Hillary Clinton and said that Donald Trump was the better choice of the two.
Here's the thing. Megyn Kelly pushed this. Paul Ryan didn't even see what she was talking about. He had no idea what Megyn Kelly was talking about. She pushed the narrative. She pushed it on him. He said, I really haven't seen it yet.
Oh, the Star?
Yes, he hadn't even seen it.
Wow.
So Paul Ryan, he made a statement without knowing what the heck he was even talking about.
Mr. Trump defended himself rather well today in Cincinnati when he basically told the world, 3/4 or half of my family's Jewish.
He started
calling out the family members, and it's like, okay, it's over.
Yeah. Pam C. Wait, who is it?
Did you see my tweet today about the movie Frozen? They have the same dang star on it, so I guess Disney's racist.
Look,
they're anti-Semitic. Disney.
I used to do graphics for the government, and we used to do flowcharts, and we used to do presentations, and we've used that shape many times. And we never thought about anything, Jewish star. And actually, it's not a Jewish star if you really want to think about it, because of everything that goes inside of it. So, it's a shape, people. It's a shape. Just like Al Sharpton and Loretta Lynch look like twins. I said that earlier, but they do look like twins.
I knew you were going to throw that in there.
Loretta Lynch.
If you look at every state in the union, and you look inside every county of those, every state has at least one county that star is the badge for the county sheriff.
Yes, you're right. And
back in the old cowboy shows, it was prevalent.
Hey, now we're not gonna be able to start using the letter T because people are gonna say it's against Christianity because it looks like a cross. That's how ridiculous this is.
What do y'all think about? Did you get to watch the speech in Ohio this afternoon. Newt Gingrich was there, and he he said something about Ted Cruz that was really funny. I kind of laughed at it a little bit, but I'll talk about it after the caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Larry from Arizona.
What's up, Larry? How you doing?
Yeah, the phone fell out of my hand.
Oh, okay.
It hit the floor.
Okay. Don't let it happen again, Larry. What you want to talk about real quick?
I just wanted to give him my vice president pick.
Okay, go.
Phone fell.
Larry, not the phone.
Huh?
Who is your vice president? Who's your VP pick?
The best pick that Donald should pick would be Sean Hannity.
I don't know if... Okay.
I don't think Sean's going to take it. I really don't, Larry. But
that's a heck of a pay cut, Larry.
Yeah. I think Sean wants to stay in radio.
Pay cut for Trump too, there, Hutch.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay in radio, Larry. Okay, all right. So, hey, Larry, thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it. We got another caller calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name legally is Philip Randolph Wetherington, but all my friends, all my family, they call me Lobo. I'm a biker. I am a U.S. Marine, and my time. And I would just like to ask Wayne, yes, sir. I would just like to ask Wayne about the fact that he's a black man supporting Trump puts him in a bad light in society, and I've been in that my whole life. I'm 54 years old. I've been called scooter trash, biker trash, white trash, you name it. And I would like to ask him, why he would go out there and be supporting Trump the way he is, knowing that the rest of the world is not going to look at us like just plain people.
You should have seen him when he was supporting Romney.
Yes, I'd like to.
Well, I came out for Trump in January. We've interviewed him on this show many times. He knows us. He knows me by name. I know him, and I know that he's fair. I also know that he is loyal. And when I talk to him, when we sit and talk, I also know Donald Trump to be one of those people that cares. And
I agree 100%. That's why I'm behind him.
And watching what the media has tried to do to Donald Trump over the past 9 months, when they didn't even have an inkling of doing this to him, when they were running to him for money or running to him for grants or running to him for contributions or whatnot. It really angers me that they did not, or that they have tried to cast this presence over him that makes him the bad guy, when he, in all actuality, is trying to fix America. He's trying to right the ship. He's trying to make everything right. And he's calling people out. He's calling organizations out. He's calling the media out. He's calling the politicians out. He's calling all these people out because he knows things. And America like you, Americans like you and the people in the Right Side Broadcasting Network chat room and the Spreaker chat room and everybody that is listening to the show, we all know this. And we want to help him. We want to help him. We might not have wanted to help Mitt Romney. We might not have really wanted to help, not a whole lot of people really wanted to help John McCain, but we want to help Donald Trump get into the White House, and we really think that he can fix things because we think that he is going to hold everybody accountable, and that's, as a businessman, he has to hold people accountable. He has to.
There you go.
So when he gets in the White House, I don't expect him to lose that piece of himself of holding people accountable. How's that?
I agree 100%, and thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
God bless, and God bless the United States of America and Trump for president.
Hey, call in anytime. I appreciate your call. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, and Let's see.
Let me clarify my comment for a second, just so it doesn't get taken the wrong way. I just wanted to, when I said you should have seen Wayne when he was for Romney, what I meant was Wayne has been out on a limb ever since Mitt Romney was running for president, because that's when I met him. And so I just wanted to say, Wayne, you've been putting up with this stuff for a long time, is what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah. No, believe me, I know exactly what you were saying. Romney and even McCain, but whatever. McCain was a problem, but I didn't want to vote for Barack Obama either. So I was like, okay, well, we're just gonna go for McCain.
Call the number I just texted you.
Okay, got it.
Right.
So let me see.
The wonders of live radio, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're listening or watching rather on RSBN, please hit the like button. Hit the light thumbs up. The like thumbs up. There's a lot more people viewing than hitting that. Sometimes people forget about that, but it's a good thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, like I told you, we try to get the best interviews possible for you, so that you can go and tell your family and go and tell your friends that this radio show is not part of the media string corporation, all that stuff. We want to give you the best people possible to keep you motivated, to keep you moving, to keep you patriotic for the United States of America. And my next guest, I call him my brother now. He's a friend of the show. We've had him on before. I know he's in Hollywood, but he's not Hollywood. Okay, he is a patriot. He's a patriot. He has conservative values. He has a beautiful family. They believe in God. They believe in the country, and they believe in Donald Trump. And they believe that Donald Trump can fix the country, and they are doing everything possible for Donald Trump to win. And my next guest, I'm bringing to the stage Mr. Scott Baio. What's up, Scott?
How you doing, Wayne? Good to talk to you again.
Man, I'm so happy to hear your voice, and happy to have you back on the show.
Glad to be on it.
When it comes to, I was thinking about this earlier today, and I watched a couple of your old videos, and I knew what I grew up watching, and where you are right now, it's like wow. I mean, honestly, if you were going to run for office, I would definitely move to California and campaign for you. I'm not playing.
There's not enough money in it, but thank you very much.
Talk to Hillary Clinton about that. I think you might be wrong, Scott.
Well, yeah, I don't have a global, hedge slush fund.
But you know what? I got some of the best co-hosts on here. Cam Nelson was here the last time that you were here. Cam Nelson?
Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Everyone's so excited.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be on it. I'm happy that you texted me, Wayne, and let's roll.
All right. And we also have Cole McNeely and Hutch Bailey Jr. that are on the line.
I won't remember anybody's name. I barely remember my own sometimes.
All right, so here we go. The convention is only a couple weeks ahead. The media continues to throw up all types of bad poll numbers, and they're throwing up where the big story should be Hillary right now. They're worried about a damn star, or a shape. They're worried about a shape. How is it looking from your point of view? What are your feelings about what's happening in the media against Donald Trump right now?
Well, what else would you expect?
Right.
It happens every election cycle. The poll numbers are horrible for Republicans always, and it's never horrible. I don't put any stock in. I put stock in what the media says because of the people who are either dumb or uninformed or both. So I get it. I mean, I know why they do it. You know what? Honestly, guys, I don't get it. I don't know what the end game for the media is. Do they want? What is it that they want? Do they want what? I can't. And I'm not. It's a rhetorical question. I don't know what they want their country to look like. I mean, they're so Muslim friendly. Do they want Sharia law? because the first people that are going to get their heads cut off are the people in the media. So I'm sort of baffled. This whole Hillary Clinton, James Comey thing to me is just, and I didn't expect anything different, by the way. Did you guys?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, that was exactly what I expected to happen. I mean, do you think this was something more than, do you think that Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch's meeting, do you think this is what it was about? I find the timing awfully suspicious.
I think everything that's happened in the past, 2 months or 3 months with the meetings and Obama saying there's nothing to see here, I think it was all a big play. I really do. I can't. It's a disgrace to me. I don't know. Do I think Comey was influenced? Absolutely. You don't come out and say, you know what, this person shot this guy with a gun and the guy is dead, but I'm not going to press any charges. It's mind-boggling to me. But again, I expected it. It didn't shock me. I knew what was going on. I think, I knew. I'm an actor in Hollywood, but I knew it's just completely corrupt. And you know what concerns me more than anything, you guys? You listen, when I talk to you, I'm preaching to the choir, and I'm sure your listeners are the choir as well. People that listen to you, Wayne, and listen to other conservative outlets, we all get it, and we can all talk and commiserate with each other, but we got to go out there and convince other people. Got to do it. Otherwise, it's all pointless. I mean, we have to go out and tell people, listen, I was watching, I'll shut up in a minute, I'll let you ask another question. I was watching Hannity last night, and a guy named Doug Schoen was on. You know that name?
I do.
Doug Schoen's a Democrat pollster. He's one of those Politico guys on the television all the time. He's a Democrat pollster. He's a fairly intelligent human being. And after all this came down and Hannity played him all the clips of Comey saying this and Hillary saying the exact opposite, he said, I'm still going to vote for Hillary. Yeah. Now, that's a fairly intelligent human being, or I thought, doesn't care that she lied, doesn't care that she intended to lie, doesn't care that she lied and has been lying forever, doesn't matter. So imagine the uninformed people.
And this is Hutch Bailey Jr. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm out of Pittsburgh, and you're about a year older than me. And I look at your biography. You got it a couple years before I did. I mean, you were all the way back campaigning for Ronald Reagan when you were young,
right?
And that's amazing to me. But you're right. I've seen several memes that say, the problem's not Hillary Clinton. The problem is all the people that don't care that Hillary Clinton is a lying felon. And that's something that we're really going to have to hammer. And I think when you look at what Director Comey did, you could tell in his verbiage that he had a conversation with the Department of Justice. He said so. And they told him, I'm sure, that you're not going to get an indictment. So he decided, all right, well, I'm going to lay all the facts out for the American people. And I think it's up to us now to hammer it. And I think we can. I mean, even the montage the day after that Rush Limbaugh put out with the lies and the FBI statements, I mean, I think this is something that we could knock out of the park.
Yeah, it might turn out to be a net positive here. I'm hoping it is. And I tell people, listen, I understand that you don't like Trump. That's fine. I understand that you might have to hold your nose if you're going to vote for him. Not me, but I understand if you have to do that, whatever your reasoning is. But the alternative, come on, it's. I got a buddy of mine. He's still on the fence. I said, on the fence about what, man?
Right.
What?
It's almost like
the woman is a liar and a thief.
Well, here's something that's coming out, Scott. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've been saying this for a long time. Where the corruption is going to lie is in the Clinton Foundation, and that is the next FBI investigation. Do you think that they will shy away from bringing everything? Because we've already kind of seen that they're leaking information on the web, and they're showing that a lot of this is funneled through the Clinton Foundation, and it would take our whole judicial system completely down the United States. Do you think once they come out with the Clinton Foundation information with all the corruptness inside of that, that is going to also follow her through the general election?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. No, I don't think. Who's they? The FBI?
Yeah, Bill Clinton's about to get starting. The FBI is about to go after the Clinton Foundation, start another FBI investigation.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a right-wing conspiracy. They won't let it go.
Right.
Oh no, these damn Republicans! They just can't leave the Clintons alone. I mean, I can write it for them. It's so absurd. And look, it's bigger. It's bigger to me that Obama's done. Thank God he's done. Although I might prefer him over Hillary, but he's gone. I can't. I'm so frustrated in talking about this because nobody knows what the country is supposed to be. Nobody knows what we are. Nobody knows what we were founded on. Mm-hmm. More than half of this country, these morons in college, have no idea what Independence Day is.
Right.
They have no idea what the Civil War was. They have no idea about anything. So when somebody says, I'm going to give you free Wi-Fi, I'll vote for that person.
Right.
So my frustration comes in the lack of informed people in America. And I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I'm on your show, and you guys are out there preaching it. So, sorry, guys, I go on tangents.
No.
My mind gets ahead of my mouth gets ahead of my mind, and I get frustrated. But
you know what, too? Hold on, Scott. Because I remember watching you a couple of weeks ago. You were talking about illegal immigration, and it really hit a spot with you during that interview. I think you were with Jesse Waters, and it hit a spot where that patriotism that I was talking about really came out. I mean, I don't know how the people out there can't see what you see in the way that they removed the word illegal for their own purpose. I mean, it's like they don't want to talk about it. Okay, I just don't understand. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have some insight to what they're doing out there.
Well, you think about what they're taught in college. Look at the media. That's you can't call them illegal anymore, and they have a right to be here. And I think it's a self-loathing thing that they have. There's a guilt about America's exceptionalism. And for some reason, it's they want to tear it down. Look, I've had this is my argument. So, okay. So at some point, I say to somebody who doesn't believe in a wall and believe in legal immigration, which Donald Trump does. Okay, so at some point, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to just walk in. I'm going to sit in your living room, watch your television. I'm going to eat your food. You're going to pay for my health care. You're going to pay for my clothes. You're going to pay for pretty much everything. I'm going to get a driver's license. You're going to pay for my car insurance. You're going to ask me to leave, and I'm going to say no. You're going to call a cop, and the cop's going to say, nothing I can do about it. How would you like that?
Yeah, you're so right.
That's different. No, it's not. What's different about it?
They're taught right from the beginning to hate their own country. I mean, that America is the ultimate. We have American exceptionalism. We're exceptional in being all the misogynies, all the different words they throw out, the racist and whatever.
Right.
But I'd ask you a question, Scott, because the thing that's right in front of us is this election. And what would you say to the Never Trump movement, the people that were hardcore conservatives a year ago, but now they sound like leftists, some of them? I mean, I don't want to call out specific organizations. Maybe Wayne.
What do you mean they sound like leftists?
Call them out.
What does that mean?
Well, they come out here and they call the presumptive Republican nominee a misogynist, and I mean red state right. What is it? I can't remember
Red State,
I know what you're
the
going
right
on.
scoop, all these.
They come out there and they say that he's playing to the white supremacists because he puts this badge, this sheriff's badge, on a tweet. It wasn't even him; it was one of his family members. But I mean, these are the people that need to get right. In my opinion,
he could have put a circle on that page, and somebody would have found a problem with it.
I believe that.
I say to those people, never Trump. That's fine. Then you're going to have to live with forever Hillary.
Absolutely.
So if you're willing to do that, you're willing to make this country go down deeper into a communist dream, then go ahead, man. Because you're the person that I got the means to get out of here. You might not.
Right.
I do.
Right.
And I'll jump ship as soon as this place goes down because that's what they're trying to do to it.
Well, we're seeing. I mean, just last week, I was. I'm here in California, so of course we just got hit. Governor Brown is getting pencil happy with gun laws here in California. He wrote more gun laws, last week, and he said he's coming for California come November. He said he's going to do some ugly stuff in November. I mean, what do you think? I mean, slowly, he's going in and putting these gun laws into place, and then we're finding out the day of that they're now going to make us have background checks for ammo. I mean, all of this type of stuff. I mean, do you see that they are just going to slowly pull our guns away without giving the American people to do something about it? They're doing it right under our nose.
Well, that's what liberalism is. It's just a creep. It does not stop. So I always look at it this way. I picture conservatives holding in their hand a pile of sand. And that sand represents everything that you hold dear. And so you hold it tight, right? So a liberal doesn't really have any core or doesn't really believe anything other than you do whatever you want. And every once in a while they'll run by and smack your hand. And more sand comes out. And more sand comes out. And that's what they're doing. They are relentless. Even when they lose elections, they didn't lose. Well, the electorate really didn't know what we were saying. We didn't really know. Well, 1/3 of the population doesn't agree with the election. But when they win, it's a mandate. So Governor Brown and the guns, again, that's one of those. The Revolutionary War was also fought about guns, not just freedom from England. It was about guns. England wanted to take their guns away from them. But I don't blame a liberal for doing what they do because that's what they do. They creep. It's a steamroller. They just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. Mm-hmm. And it's bathrooms for transsexuals, and it's taking big clips away for guns, and to the end game, which again, I don't know what the end game is. It's either probably one world order, or I don't know what the hell it is.
Scott, what do you expect at the RNC convention? Do you expect some fireworks? And are you planning on going? I know last time you were on, you said no, but I was wondering if you changed your mind.
Well, to be quite honest, I was asked to be a delegate, and I wanted to go. My wife is not well. She has some health issues, but hopefully she'll be okay. I think she will. So I don't want to. It's tough to leave her alone. We have an 8-year-old, and they are priority. So what do I expect? Well, what I'm hoping for is that Trump kicks the crap out of Hillary.
Right.
And then lays out what he wants to do, and just lights it up. I don't know. I think they're going to have it blocked. They're going to have it secure, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think anything bad is going to happen. But it's funny to me that we're the animals, and we are the ones that always looking to punch people, but we never seem to do it. It's always liberals.
Right.
Always making trouble, throwing eggs at women who are defenseless. It's always stuff like that. And at a certain point, God, please let people see this, because it's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate.
Assassinating presidents.
Well, this is what I keep thinking. It's going to take, I said this before, it's going to take something happening to people that associate with liberalism, like what happened in Orlando, to actually get people to wake up. That is what is sad, that it's going to take an attack
on the LGBT community to get people to actually open their eyes? What more is it going to take to get people to wake up?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. But, even 9/11 wasn't even really a wake-up call.
Right,
and these poor people in this nightclub, and the next day, it wasn't a Muslim. Oh, we need to take out the word Muslim and Allah Akbar from the phone conversation to 9/11. And that to me is insidious.
Right.
That to me is more. And Hillary Clinton, guys, and people who don't agree with me on politics that are listening to your show, she is treacherous. She is bad. She's a bad human being, and I think liberals know it. I think they know it, but they can't let themselves not vote for her.
Right.
So,
well, I tell you what. Let's see. You did say you were going to the convention, yes, or that you were?
I was.
Okay,
I was asked to go, but I cannot go.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to see if we can patch you in while we're at the convention, so that we can talk to you. Okay,
that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. But,
yeah.
Whatever you guys want me to do, I love coming on, and
we love having you on.
Listen, I smoke cigars with buddies of mine down the block here, and we talk about all this stuff. So I walk in the door sometimes really hot, and I knew I had to talk to you guys. I said, I got to cool down a little bit. So,
well, look,
anyway.
How can people reach you on social media?
Oh God, I have a Twitter account at Scott Baio, I guess. At Scott Baio, and by the way, I don't know. I don't remember because I don't really look at the hashtag. I think it's hashtag Scott Baio or the real.
It's at Scott Baio.
Yeah, whatever.
Do we need to ask your wife? Because I guarantee you, she knows what it is.
Yeah, she knows. If she. Anyway, I don't know.
She just tweeted it. All right, it's at Scott Baio. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you, Renee.
But thank you, honey. But anyway, I was going to say something and I forgot. You see, you threw me off.
Well, we hope Renee is doing.
Hey,
fine.
by the way, your interview with Sabato was great. Antonio?
Oh yeah.
He's a good guy. I know him a little bit.
Both of y'all are great guys. I mean, y'all come on here, and what we have seen in the media, when you start talking about politics, and when you start talking about your love of country, and when you start talking about how much you want to help fix the country, I mean, you just blow people away. You just blow people away with that.
Well, listen, man. My father was a hardworking man. I love. My family comes from Italy, and we came here. We assimilated, got work, jobs, made businesses, made careers, and that's, to me, that is everything that this country is about. It's not about getting free stuff. It's about work. Antonio Sabato Jr. is a perfect example. He left America because he couldn't hack it, and then came back again and got it. Mm-hmm. That, to me, that's a tough guy, right? His family's tough. Right. That's the American dream right there. It's not come in and we'll give you shit. We'll give you stuff. It's coming here and assimilating, speaking the language.
Right.
Speaking it. We speak English. And people on Twitter right now, when you send me the stupid stuff, it just makes me laugh. But because they're going to give me the hate mail now, which is fine. But anyway, I love my country. I love it. It's given me the most amazing life, right? So how could I want to do anything but my career is second, my country and my family are first. So I will do everything and anything that I can to restore what this country was founded on. That's all. That's my story.
Hey, God bless you, Scott.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to schedule you and get you in during the convention, and we're going to see what you think about what you've been watching, and we'll have your reporting from home, and we'll look forward to bringing you on. Okay.
Just send me a text. Wait, real quick. Who do you like for VP?
I've been saying, well, you know what? I've been saying Newt Gingrich, but I would take either Newt or Chris Christie. A lot of people have been saying Sessions, but the only reason why I don't want Sessions is because there's nobody in the Senate right now that's a friend of Trump. So Sessions, I mean, he's going to need somebody to work different things in the Senate. And Sessions is the person in the Senate that's already there that has some influence. Because I really don't think Cruz is going to work with him. I don't think Rubio's going to work with him. And, you know, and McCain's not, and neither is...
McCain?
Yeah. Well,
McCain?
I mean, if he gets reelected, he is not going to work with him, and neither is Lindsey Graham. So he really doesn't have a friend in the Senate, and I think Sessions is probably the only one that's going to be that bridge in the Senate.
Yeah. See, I you know who... sorry?
I like Newt and Alan West. I like both of those guys.
I love Alan West, and I love Condoleezza Rice.
She's good. I don't think she's going to do. I don't
either.
Yeah,
she's too close to the Bushes. Newt had a really good day today in Cincinnati. I mean, I'll tell you, that crowd went nuts for him.
For who? Newt?
For Newt, yeah.
Newt's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah,
Trump acknowledged it. Trump basically said he didn't say he was going to be the VP, but he said he is definitely going to be in my administration. He had a really good day today.
Yeah.
So,
all right, cool. Well, we'll see. We'll see at the convention. Like, what is it? A week? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Cool.
Week and a half.
All right, Doc.
Listen, Wayne.
All right, Doc.
Just text me when you want me to come back, and go from there.
All right, man. Hey, look. Thank you so much, and we'll be talking.
Are you done with me? Because I got some more time. But it's up to you guys. I'm just hanging out.
Hey, man, I'm totally down with getting Renee on the phone because I hear she's a pit bull type of chick like I am. So let's bring on the wife.
You want
Okay.
to get her on?
Well, I've just been told. I've just been told by the producers I can hold the show for a few minutes. So if Renee wants to jump on, she sure can, because I know she shares some of my stuff on social media. So,
all right. If you're listening, Renee, pick up the phone.
Where you at, Renee?
Pick up the phone.
Where are you at, Renee?
She's chatting.
Yeah,
Right
she's
now, she's
probably
chatting.
tweeting. She's probably tweeting her husband.
Here she comes. Hold on. Hold on. Stay tuned.
Get out of here, really?
Sorry, you heard a radio show.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I finally get to speak to Wayne and company.
Renee, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I am a big fan.
Oh, Lord. Look, let me tell you something. When I see you sharing a whole lot of those stories and stuff, I'm like, oh, I have got a superstar sharing my stuff. Yes, I do. Thank you so much.
I was born in God's country by the grace of God in Tennessee.
Oh,
and
okay.
We are big on the Bible and the church and the Constitution and family. And we live by 3 rules. It's God, family, and then work. And I think a lot of people out here kind of confuse those.
That, look, let me tell you something. And look, some people, there were a few people in the chat room that said that they're praying for you and praying with you.
Thank you so much.
For everything that you're going through right now. But
Thank you so much. I have 3 meningioma brain tumors. They are non-cancerous, meaning the outer part of the brain. I was diagnosed June of last year. I was having some seizures and some headache problems and stuff. So it's been about a year, and last week I had a very bad infection. They still didn't properly diagnose me. So they treated it as though I had sepsis, and which is very bad, 50% death mortality rate there.
Wow.
But my white blood cell count was enough for 2 human beings. So I'm trying to figure it all out. So I'm not 100%, but I'm smart enough to know not to ever vote for Hillary.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: whatever you need from us, whenever you need to contact us for any type of help, you just let us know.
Well, I think I've got got a great family.
Yes,
I have
you
a
do.
great church. And I'll say what I said last year. I've beat cancer twice, amen. And now I have these brain tumors, and now we're looking at, potentially a country that we're not going to recognize as we grew up in for our own children.
Right.
And I have more faith in God than I have of the fear of the unknown, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, I know God is watching over you and Scott and your family. And if there's, I'm telling you, I mean, your family is strong. A family that prays together stays together. And
amen. I believe it. And my God doesn't care that if I bear arms to protect myself against intruders. And my God don't care if I have bacon or pepperoni pizza.
There you go. I mean, look. Who do you think? I mean, why do you think God gave those people the mind to even make those things? I mean, God was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy the ingredients to make a pizza,
Listen, every faith, every Christian, every Catholic, every Jewish people, every human being that walks the face of this planet is a sinner. But it's how you conduct yourself.
That's right.
Doesn't mean you got to be the spawn of Satan and just start chopping people's head off and taking and. And murdering people simply because they don't have the same ideology as you.
And how sad in our own country that so many people have embraced atheism. I mean, when they run into problems like we all do, like you're confronting, to not have a loving God to be able to lean on. I mean, how sad is that?
I knew someone that was in the public eye, very, very intelligent, Mensa smart public. He was a federal prosecuting attorney, very well known. I won't say his name because his wife is like a second mother to me. And he grew up Catholic. He has passed away since then, since a year ago. He wrote a book about being agnostic. 2 weeks after he did his book review and tour, he got colon cancer and sepsis for 8 months and died later. But he said to me when I went through non-Hodgkin's 12 years ago, 6 years ago, went through breast cancer, and he said to me, and if you believe in your God, would he really do this to you? And I said, well, that's a hell of a thing to say, since I support special needs children that didn't ask to be born with a recessive gene, that have a metabolic condition and have special needs from day one, or, slower fine motor skills or what have you. I said, that's a heck of a thing to say. Whenever God punches your ticket, he punches your ticket. Right. And if you can't make lemons out of lemonade or a fine margarita with what you have, then you just drink your water with a taste of the Rhine or something. You just got to play with what you got.
That's right.
You don't have a poker plan, and you better play Go Fish. But you deal with the cards that you get. You don't question God, because we believe as Christians that God has a plan and a promise and a purpose.
And I've said this before. I'm curious to get yours. And I love what your daughter said about Hillary, because
you should hear what she has to say about Barry Obama.
Oh my Lord! My daughter has a whole list of Hillary jokes. Every time Hillary's on, she's like, "Shut up, Hillary!" She even says it in public. And I'm in California wearing my Trump hat, getting the ugliest looks, and I really don't care. But I've been saying this for so long, and I saw this in the beginning, that this is the biggest spiritual battle. That is what is going on right now. It's not necessarily the right or against the left. This is a spiritual battle.
Genocide. It's a Christian genocide, and if you don't see it, then you're blind.
Right.
Because I mean, it's happening, and it's been happening for a long time. Every time Obama is on, Bailey will walk by and say, "There's Obozo." I said, "There he is." There he is.
Look, train up a child in the way she goes.
Right, she's 8. She's very intuitive, and I'll tell you the first thing that she picks up on about, and I'm not being biased, I'm just across the board just letting you know, we are for Trump. I've been a registered independent my whole life. So, I try to look at both sides. I have a business degree. I took a foreign commodities and acquisitions class with Trump Jr. in the late 90s, so I've met the family. I know them. I'm the one that got with Judge Janine to meet Trump through Junior. So I'm an independent, but I will tell you, our daughter, when she sees President Obama or Hillary Clinton on the TV, she does the eye roll, and she'll say, they're up to no good. Why don't they love this country? Why do they want to give all the hardworking people's money to the lazy people and the people that just want, the free Obama phone? She knows what the term Obama phone is. She's not stupid. But she's intuitive, and she just hones in on this, and she knows. And then she just brought me a magazine today, Time magazine, featuring Donald Trump on the front. And in the insert, it's like a 2-page thing of him in his apartment at Trump Tower, and everything's all gold and stuff. And she says, "Mom," she reads on a 4th grade level. She said, this is all gold. It says it's hand-painted gold. Is it gold, like jewelry gold? And I said, yes, honey, it is real gold. And she says, well, can I say a dirty word for my 8-year-old? She says, he must have worked his ass off to have that kind of money, because that's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And I said, exactly right, Bailey. She goes, well, then I want him, and I would love to live in a gold house like his, and I don't want that old crooked old lady to win. She gets it. She gets it.
Well, you know what? We have to roll out, but actually, I'm going to bring you on just for an interview in the future.
Great man, I'll come on. Yeah.
I'm going to bring you on, but look, thank you so much, Renee.
Thank you,
and
big fan.
We will talk.
I'm glad to meet your co-host.
Thank you so much.
The one guy has got a baseball announcer voice.
Thank you for being on,
He's
darling.
laughing right there.
Yeah, Hutch, yeah.
All right.
I'm praying for you.
Tell Scott thank you for me putting him on the spot, because I was like, we gotta get that girl on. Come on.
He stays on. He just stays logged in on all of his social media so he can work off of his cell phone. So that's why he doesn't log off and log on and stuff. But I'm always tweeting to him, so I know all of his business.
Oh, look at you.
As a good wife should.
My wife does it for me too.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But look, thank you so much, and I'm sure we'll be talking behind the scenes, and we'll be talking in a couple weeks. Okay?
Absolutely. Well, God bless y'all,
Thank you,
and I'll say a prayer for you guys too, because you got a fight going on.
Thank you.
You got to keep up the good fight.
Oh, yeah.
March on.
Thank you, dear.
Soldier on. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Baios, Scott and Renee, and we're getting ready to take a 15-second break, and we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. And we are also here on the War Radio Network. We are getting ready to roll out of here, but we're going to take a couple more phone calls. And before we leave. But what did y'all think about that interview right there?
It was
Absolutely
beautiful.
loved
I
it.
mean, the American family.
That is the American family. And see what happens when you bring Southern girls on? They just smack them
Hey,
around.
you did good, Cam. That was on point.
Yeah, it was. Cam.
I was chatting with her in the chat group, and I'm like, I knew she's a Southern girl, so I liked her immediately, of course, especially because she says y'all, but they are just one amazing family. I mean, you got to think about it. It is not easy being a Republican in California, right, and with the stance and the voice that Scott, and not only Scott, but both of them, Scott and Renee, are taking right now, it's not very popular, and it has cost some celebrities their jobs. It has cost them their work. But the one thing about them is his integrity. Their integrity is so intact. It's not compromising any sort of work going forward. But that was just amazing.
We have a caller. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Adam from Auburn, Alabama.
What's up, Adam? What's going on with yourself?
How are you, Wayne?
I'm fine. Why don't you tell everybody where you are and what you're doing?
Well, I work for RSBN, but I was finding the show particularly compelling tonight, and I'm not with Joe. I'm not at the office nearby right now.
Mm-hmm.
And just wanted to say hi and I guess hear myself on the air. You know, every once in a while we want to do that kind of thing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we work hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the hardest working people in the business. He works with the Right Side Broadcasting Network, and we have a great group at the Right Side Broadcasting Network, and Adam does a terrific job along with the CEO, Mr. J, and bringing you the best coverage of Donald Trump, the Wayne Dupree Show, Pastor Burns show that's going to be on Sunday night at 7 p.m. I think it's Sunday night, right? Is it right? Sunday night.
That's right.
Okay, Sunday night.
And I'll say, we based on what Cam was just saying, we definitely got to get her to Auburn, because let's just say the politics are a little bit different down here than what she's complaining about in California.
I bet it's a little bit different than it is here. Lord have mercy, I'm in Liberal City.
Yeah, it's a conservative part of Alabama. What can I say?
There you go.
There's another part.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are places like
Birmingham.
I don't remember. I was in Mobile. Well, Birmingham and Montgomery, you have different demographics, but there are definitely some liberal places, and I don't know if it's actually true, but Joe would probably want me to say that Tuscaloosa is a bunch of annoying liberals, even though I don't know if that's actually true. I just know that he much prefers War Eagle to Roll Tide.
Hey, Adam, before I let you go, I want to bring something up that some of the people on the Right Side Broadcasting Network do not know. I was talking with Joe a little bit earlier today, and I want to make something clear to the watchers of the Right Side Broadcasting Network and what you are going to be doing in the future. We have noticed for the last couple of speeches, the video feed for the Donald Trump campaigns has been messing up. The audio has been messing up. The digital picture of the campaign has been messing up. And I think we've come to the realization that the media is purposely doing this against Donald Trump. Now, what is Right Side Broadcasting Network going to do in the future?
It's going to send me out there to do a lot of the cameraing at the events.
Mm-hmm.
I will be, to the extent that I can, because Trump's going to be flying around a little faster than I can, going to as many of these as possible. And we're going to have it's a crazy new idea, something that may be featured in Trump's speeches. We're actually going to show the crowd, the size of it.
Good.
Imagine that. When there are 20,000 people there for Trump as opposed to a couple hundred at a Hillary event, the media makes a point not to show it to you. Well, I'm going to can the crowd. I've been learning all the techniques. Joe's been teaching me very well, and there's going to be no excuse not to see the big crowd, even though Trump won't be able to make as many jokes about how the media never shows the crowd anymore. And, I'm trusting Joe will make it clear to Trump that he can't use that line anymore quite as well, because we will be showing the crowd, and I will do my best not to find the pretty girls in the audience and focus on them, but never promise anything that way. I'm an amateur. I'm only learning this right now. So,
well, I tell you
we'll
this.
do my best, but we're going to have a lot more crowd shots, and we'll probably be a little more innovative. You watch the media, and it's as if it's 1975. They don't use all the different techniques that you can with a camera these days, with a video camera that you can these days. They just keep it one static thing,
right?
And there's no reason for that.
No, it's not. It's not. But you know what? I appreciate you jumping on, Adam, and you keep on holding the fort down, calling anytime, and I know that we're going to be having you on the show in the future. So
I'm looking forward to working with you and together at the RSBN family, and it's nice to make your on-air acquaintance.
There you go.
Right now, and looking forward to getting to know you better in the future.
Thank you, D. You have a great night. All right. Bye.
You too. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Adam from the Right Side Broadcasting Network. And if you were not, or if you couldn't hear what he just said, RSBN is going to be putting cameras out in the field at some of these conventions, and they are going to need your support. So if you aren't donating to the Right Side Broadcasting Network, make sure you are donating there. You can go on rsbn.tv and send in a donation to the Right Side Broadcasting Network. Remember, it is listener supported. It is not it's not owned, or it doesn't have any strings of any corporations or anything. This is something that God has allowed to raise up for this time, and we are happy to be part of it. We're getting ready to roll up out of here. It has been a great show. Tomorrow night, we have the First Lady of the Second Amendment, Ms. Jan Morgan. She is a national spokesperson for Citizens for Trump, and she's going to be with us tomorrow night. We're also going to be speaking in Cleveland at the Unity rally. So our RSBN will be covering that too. But make sure you are back here tomorrow night for Miss Jan Morgan. Miss Jan Morgan is going to be here again. The first lady of the Second Amendment, and she has been really promoting and defending Donald Trump on the media networks. So until then, Cole, how can people reach out to you on social media?
They can find me on Twitter, and if Hillary Clinton gets elected, they can find me invading Canada.
Woo. And woo. Cam, how can people reach out to you on social media?
I'm on Twitter at Cam, KAMVTV, as in Veterans TV.
And Hutch.
SteelCityResistance.blogspot.com. I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. And keep listening, ladies and gentlemen, RSBN.
We are also going to have a surrogate from the Trump campaign here tomorrow night. So we're going to have two guests on here tomorrow night. But on Friday, we're going to open back up the phones so that you can call in and we can talk to you and get some things going. There's possibly might be a Saturday show, but we haven't decided on that yet. Just keep it on. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Thank you for the 200 likes on Facebook. I really appreciate that. And don't forget to donate to rsbn.tv and keep us in your prayers here on the Wayne Dupree Show. You can catch me on Twitter at Wayne Dupree Show and also Facebook. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. God bless you. We love you so much. We're hugging you. Those are on Spreaker chat room, those in the RSBN chat room, and those in listening on the We Are America radio app. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
Just smile and just say no.